Hi, Yvette.
How are you?
Hi, Terry. Good to see you guys.
Yeah, how's your summer been?
Ah, crazy. I'm staying put for a while now. I've
Good.
been all over the place.
We get so excited about going away and doing all these things, and then suddenly it's like, oh, I just want to come back home and settle.
Yeah, well,
Go
it
back
was
to my
fun.
roots.
It was fun, but
Good.
it's good to get into routine again. So,
Excellent.
yeah. Hey, Vanessa.
Hi, how are you?
Good. You
Good.
looked great in your yellow dress and Megan.
Oh, thank you. That was a bold fashion move, but it worked well with the background. So I was like, as long as it ties in with the whole thing. A little much on its own, but thank you. It was fun.
Well, it had a purpose, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Okay.
All about the theme.
And those butterfly earrings.
Oh, those were awesome.
Talk about attention to detail.
Thank you. I mean, if I'm not attention to detail lady, I don't know what I am when it comes to a theme. Yeah, we got to a point with the events team and the video team where I was getting into even too much detail, and I was like, oh, right, we're out of time. It's great. Just roll with what you've got. And I was like, I gotta dial in the detail a little bit. But I thought the stories that were told were really fantastic and inspiring. And Nikki, I just keep thinking about her every day. And so grateful to know her and her wife more, and glad that the whole company now knows that story and knows about her. So that was awesome.
Sweet. Oh gosh, I need to make this phone stop.
We'll just wait a little bit longer.
Yeah, I assume Jean is joining us, yes or no?
No, Jean is taking her husband to the oncologist today. So we're going to record, and then she can pick it up and watch a little later.
Okay. Is our agenda today to focus on the Keller Cup?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So we met, a few of us met earlier today, just to go through where we've been, what we've been doing, how far we've gotten, what we still need to do. So I'm going to just fill you all in on that. And I guess it really is a case of all hands on deck with us. And whoever, wants to sign up for something or do something, that would be amazing. But we'll just wait another minute or so to see who else. I think Shannon wanted to join in as well. Okay. So we'll just
have Katie, Alberto.
Is that Alberto? I see. Oh, Alberto, I have to tell you something which I know you.
I wanted to say hi, Yvette.
Hi.
Oh, Alberto
misses bulldog now too.
You have a bulldog?
The French bulldog. And when I brought him home, I thought, oh, I must tell Alberto.
I want a French bulldog so bad.
Yes, that is amazing. They have so much fun. They are so much fun. They're so hyper.
And their little snort is like the best.
I'll leave.
Hi, Shannon. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining. Okay, let's dive straight in. I made up a real sketchy checklist because I'm good at that, which I'm just going to go through now. So Keller Cup. Sandra worked diligently and worked with myself and Jean, and we have the venue, which is at Kitchell Park, secured, paid for, well insured, all the things for September 22nd with a rain date of September 23rd. Jean went and took some photos for us of the venue, and there are 2 barbecue grills there and a few picnic tables, table chairs set up. So that's all secure. It's all done. Shannon and I have been to the jeweler to secure a beautiful trophy, and we have sent over a logo to them, which they're having engraved onto the trophy. So that is all in order, and everything is on track with that. from the meeting this morning, our next action items is to get the marketing set up for that, to get everybody aware. Shannon, was Katie going to hop on this meeting?
Katie's here.
Oh, hi.
I'm here. Hello.
Front-
Hi,
front
hi,
desk.
sorry.
Front desk 897.
Oh,
Yep,
I'm
that's me.
sorry. So Katie, if I can send over the logo that was created, that we chose to, were you the one that created the logos?
Yes.
Great job. Awesome.
Thank you.
Very, very nice. So I'm going to, I'll speak to you separately then. The one that we sent over to the jeweler was that first one, the black and white one. So if we can use that logo in our marketing. So I think it's a MailChimp to the 3 market centers.
Yeah, I already started to kind of craft out a template, and I put that logo like at the top. It looks like really cool on like the template. So that's in the works right now. So I'm just getting dates and a little more info so I can base that around on the template.
Okay. And then once we've got the marketing set up and once we've got all the games structured and everything a little bit closer to the time, we'll ask you to set up a sign up genius for people to sign up. So perhaps put that in the marketing as well, in the email out that, there's going to be games and look out for a sign up genius to sign up for. So that's where we are with that. Terry is taking care of a scoreboard for us. I have reached out to Carlos this morning and got feedback from his son that he is available to DJ and has sound equipment. He had one question, and I don't think anybody knows the answer to, about electric output there at the park. We didn't even think of that. If there's actually electricity at the park.
I've never been to this park, but you could probably call the county park and recreation department and they will, I don't know if when you signed up to secure the park, they probably sent a confirmation email with all sorts of rules and what you can do and what you can't do. And even if there is electricity, they might say you're not allowed to plug into it. So just a heads up.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll reach out to my contact at the park then. And then Sandra has kindly taken on the task of gaming on the day. And when I say gaming, we're going to do a 50-50. We're going to raffle off a few good quality single items. And we're going to set up pledges for the Heart Fund as well on the day. So if anybody wants to help with that, reach out to Sandra. And then there'll be a barbecue and social afterwards. Hal's taking care of the food and Terry and I are going to take care of paper goods, catering. So if anybody else wants to be involved in the decorations and the setting up and the decor and everything, we would gladly have help with that too. The games that we've decided to have is hula hoop, which Kara is going to manage. Cornhole, Brian DeVito is going to manage that. Tug of war, Alberto. Kickball, Jean. I'm going to take care of the bake-off, unless somebody else wants to be in charge of a bake-off, being the judge and owner of the bake-off. John Lampkin will do a putting green, and then we need somebody to manage an egg and spoon relay race. I will, after this meeting, once we've got ourselves all sorted out, I'm going to set up a meeting for the game hosts to go through rules, scoring, equipment, that kind of thing as well. That's where we're at. I want feedback from everybody else in terms of what we're missing, anything else that we could add to this that would make it more special.
Can I ask a question?
Absolutely.
I always struggle with events in thinking of what's going to make for really great photos. And that's not my forte, but does anybody have a good idea of something that's going to be big and pretty to kind of anchor some of the social media that we're going to want to put out there. The people that are working the
Pie
races
eating contest.
that's funny.
That's the opposite of pretty.
So you're thinking like a step and repeat, or maybe one of those balloon things?
Maria, the beautiful house they had at the Pride Festival in Montclair and how beautiful they made that?
Yeah.
I'm thinking something along those lines. I mean, we will have referee t-shirts for those of us that are running events, and everybody else is going to get a bandana, either red, white, or black first, whichever market center they're with. So there'll be some consistency of team. So that'll create some uniformity in the photos, but
Are the teams are the market centers, is that right? We have 3 market centers. So why not do podiums like Olympic style podium, gold, silver, and
I like that.
bronze with, I know, like if you go to, like pickleball tournaments or whatever, they will get the background, like the red carpet photo background, you know what I'm talking about. It's just a backdrop with, if you made a Keller Cup logo, you could get a backdrop that just gets put up on whatever PVC, whatever, these little frames that hold it up, and you could set up the podiums, and that's just one idea.
That's super cute. I've got a backdrop, whatever you call it.
you do?
Mhm.
Do guaranteed rate. I
With all
think
the clips
guaranteed
and
rate has a
everything.
backdrop. I wonder whether it's worth asking them. I think they've got one. If they're helping us, it might be nice.
I think they would let us.
And
The
I
other thing is, what I'm thinking, when you see Stanley Cup or Champions League, will take you, and they all do they lift the cup. If we have the podium, then somebody's a loser. But is there a way that we can just make it beautiful for the winning team, so you can get all of Summit or Westfield or whatever there holding a cup with some confetti or something like that for great photos? Just a thought.
Do we have a photographer assigned for the day? Is that part of the lineup? Because
It's a great question.
as soon as we engage a photographer for the day and ask them to bring a ladder, then I think, we'll be able to shoot a whole big group from up above, or even from a drone. If we're talking about, that many people from a market center, I don't think we can control a background if there's going to be 40 people in front of it. There's no background that's quite big enough for that. But from a ladder or a drone, we might be able to capture everybody.
That's a great point.
I could ask my my friend Nick, who did the flower power. He volunteered at that one point. I could ask him if he could maybe participate in this one. See if he's available that date for this. Take pictures.
Does anyone have? Oh, sorry.
He did that video and everything for us.
That was good. What were you going to say, Katie?
Does anyone have a drone? Because if not, I do. I have one that I could bring if need be for like pictures and videos. So if that doesn't work out.
Yes, please.
I will put that on the list.
Yeah, I think if we could get somebody to volunteer, that would be great. And then between the businesses on this gallery view, I'm sure we have access to at least half a dozen photographers who might like the opportunity to interface with a few hundred realtors. So that might be something that we can reach out and see if they want to donate their time. And if they come with their drone, then we could use Katie's for one thing, and they could be doing it for another.
You want me to ask Van Morris? Okay, that's my job.
Yvette, we can ask Greg.
Yeah.
I'm happy not to ask Van Morris if we only need one and you guys want to ask Greg.
Oh, I was just saying for availability and willingness, not to commit, but just so we've got a roster, and then we can decide who to move forward with.
Got it.
Yvette, could you explain the pre-events? I noticed on your list, there were pre-events. It was like
Yeah,
tennis,
so we
pickleball, trivia night.
we had some pre-gaming events that we were thinking about.
Mhm.
If anybody wants to do something like that before the event so that we can maybe get, going into the day, the market centers could already have score. Absolutely. We just came up with a few of tennis, pickleball, quiz night, and backgammon. So if anybody wants to run with 1, 2, multiples, whatever, absolutely. It's certainly something that we can.
I would love it. I feel like we might be running out of time when we look at the calendar.
Mhm.
If anybody wants to grab it, just keep in mind it has to be such that you can score it in a way that it's Montclair versus Westfield versus Summit.
Are we doing T-shirts for each team? And if so, who's printing those? I have a guy who does my printing in Roselle Park. If you get me a design, I can get a price for X amount of shirts. If somebody can get me that information.
Thank you. That is great. We also do have a contact on our team that does the shirts really cost effectively. So I'll side hustle with you, Carlos, and we can figure that out. But yes, we were thinking of getting T-shirts for anybody who's working the event, like the game hosts, scorers, whatever, anybody on the committee, if you like, and gaming hosts, we're going to get T-shirts for. And then we were thinking,
teams were going to be like bandanas and stuff, right?
yeah, I'm going to try and source some like Oriental Trading or something, just 3 different colored bandanas and buy them in bulk. And then, that's the color for the market center.
I like that. It's easy and, people can come and, I mean, you want everybody to sign up, but you know how things
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
Thank you, Maria. I will put you down to be helping Sandra.
Sounds good.
Anybody else have a passion for any of those other sections that you would want to be involved in?
Also, for the kickball game, what's the minimum per team is what? You're going to have, I guess, 8 players or 10 players per team, the minimum to actually play?
I know that Jean is currently working on that now. So we'd have to wait and hear from her how she's setting that up. I'm not entirely sure.
I did a kickball game about 6 years ago. It was like a fundraiser for a guy who had cancer. So I'm kind of familiar a little bit with like the rules and whatever, but I think the minimum is like 8 players. Like I believe that's like the minimum you could play for each held position in the field to make it effective. So
okay,
I'm sure we'll get them.
Yeah. So here's a question, Shannon, you can answer this. Are we thinking on the actual day that each of these events is going to be held simultaneously or separately?
I think that's what we're going to have to figure out at the meeting, because maybe there could be a couple at a time, but I'd love if we had some spectator rah-rah. So I think we'll have to map out the time of each game. And, don't forget even something like kickball, you have to have one team, you'll probably have to do a coin toss. 2 teams play each other, then the winner plays the third, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
The round robin, yeah. I think you're definitely going to have things going on all at the same time, and it'll be crazy but fun.
You could do a round robin, or you could do where each market center has a team, and then you can do one team where it's the staff, they can have their own team. So you have 4 teams. You could have a Summit, Westfield, Montclair, and then you could have the 4th team as like the brokers, and all the staff have a team. So that could be another option. So you get to play your boss.
the thing is, the winner gets the cup, and it's going to one of the 3 market centers. So
Rena had a question in the chat and I was about to ask the same question. What's the time? So from 1:30 to 4 is the game time. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're saying 1:30 because realtors are usually late, and so we'll more than likely start at 2.
So the games, it's like a 2-hour, 2.5 hour.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll have to just schedule it out.
Is the kickball the longest thing?
Not necessarily, because if you could even, I mean, Jean will know, you could only play to 3 if you wanted or something, like we'll pick.
I'm just thinking, or the heaviest involvement, because you could start as the opener, the first round, middle of it, the second round, and then kind of have it be the bookend of whoever plays that final for the championship, and then the championship trophy, and then all the other events kind of filter in between.
Okay.
I don't know.
And I envision tug of war being a crowd gatherer, and I don't know. So we'll figure out the ones that we think there'll be the most crowd participation and put those towards the end.
Mhm.
It's gonna be fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. And yeah, this stuff, I do agree that the pre-gaming stuff, I know, like, I do feel like if we had a little more time, it would be fun to get some pickleball matches. And I know we do have some players and people who are into it. I was gonna say if we were doing that the day up, but there probably are no court. There's no tennis courts there, right? What is at the site? It's just like a baseball field.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's a picnic park.
Picnic area and grass and a baseball field. Okay.
Which park is it?
Kitchell Park,
Where's that located? What town?
Morristown.
In Morristown. Okay.
It's like Chatham, Morristown border, right? Ish, I think. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it was.
Given that we don't have any representation from Montclair, I'm just kind of saying this out loud, Marie, I guess maybe it's mostly on you and I. We're going to really have to try to rally Montclair. Because if we don't have even enough people to compete, that's going to be a problem.
Yeah, or if it's outweighed. So the 22nd between 1:30 and closing ceremonies at 6.
Yes.
Um,
So next steps now, I'm going to set up a meeting with game hosts, and I'm going to go away now and figure out what needs to happen in the next week. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Like at the beginning of each week, I'm just going to go through and see, okay, what needs to be done by this Friday. And then I'll just email you guys with updates and requests for help. And then Hal, you and I can reach out. We'll probably be much closer to the time, and we can connect on all things foodie.
Sounds great.
Yvette, I believe you were happy to give up being in charge of the bake-off because you have your hands full. Was there anybody that wanted to grab that? I don't think it's hard. It's just a matter of coming up with a description of how it's going to be judged and maybe picking a few judges. If nobody else wants to grab that, I'm happy to take it off your plate.
Entirely up to you. Sure. And you get to eat cake.
I mean, I would have to be a judge.
You have to taste.
Okay, I'll take that.
All right. Thank you.
I don't, you didn't talk about too much about promotion other than email and having the sign up genius, but I would love to help with promoting the event. I was thinking we should make a video kind of like, a hype video, like da 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 da, just kind of make a video and people playing kickball or people, I can get a few people together to help with that. So
Katie has volunteered to be the backbone of that. Bridget, maybe the
Awesome.
two of you guys could really work together to come up with some
Okay.
cool stuff. That's what you
Okay.
need us
We'll
to
make
do.
some TikToks for it.
We'll make some
Put it on your
TikToks.
page.
We'll break out the cornhole and the ping
We
pong.
will, we will.
Yeah.
Don't you worry. So we'll like catch up tomorrow about some things we
Okay,
can do.
so I'm all in on that.
Perfect. Thank you. That's amazing.
Very efficient.
Okay. Am I? Did you like the design of my spreadsheet? It was just so amazing. No, that's great. Thank you very much, everybody. And yeah, we'll just keep on it. And I will send updates every week, and we're going to make this amazing. Absolutely amazing.
You're the best, Yvette, and I really want to give you a huge shout out for you know, just grabbing this bull by the horns and taking lead ownership of it and being so organized. We really appreciate you.
You are welcome.
Great job, Yvette.
Any other business while we're together? Any other cultural business?
Well, it's too bad Jean's not here because we really, you know, I want to give Jean, you're going to watch the video. So a collective shout out for being our cultural ambassador and making us so proud. Right, Vanessa?
Yep, that's what I was gonna say. I wish she was here so we could just love on her the entire time. It was just so amazing to have her get up there and share her story and inspire the whole company with what she does. She's just the greatest. So yep. We love you, Jean.
Love you, Jean. And Vanessa, we really need to say the same to you. We're so proud of you when we're there and you're on that stage and your butterflies and yellow, just with such grace. We kind of feel like big shots that we're in the same market center with you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
It was this year, it was a lot leading up to this one. And I'm just grateful that we were able to tell the stories that we were able to tell, and that Jean was a part of that, and that it hopefully helped open up their heads and hearts about being learning based and thinking big and how they can make a positive impact through their business. And I just so appreciate y'all watching and tuning in and everything that you do for this committee and this market center and this community. And y'all just contribute on such a high level and are the best of the best within KW. And it's just such an honor to be on this committee with you. So thank you all for everything that y'all do.
That's a lot of love going around.
A
Goodbye,
mutual
everybody.
admiration society. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, bye, everybody.
Thanks. Bye.